are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Tigers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. The quick slant caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal
Call
line.
it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Packers 7, Dolphins 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Complete.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern,
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a dump off here complete. And it'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Is the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And the Dolphin first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on second and 8. Mahomes. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 95 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football,
be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
And in double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain of a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
At the 10-yard line.
comes now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To number 1.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First down, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Recovered by Miami.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over, and it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there on third down. 46 yards.
3-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just bowling over tacklers. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff looking right. He's shoving his way inside the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
On down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Dolphins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
With the score, Tigers 20, Dolphins 14.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
makes the score Dolphins 21, Tigers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this time Mahomes will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Mahomes misfires again. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you. Now Mahomes.
And that is is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack,